People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, we seen that even after a week, and then a couple of days ago when the fake Sir Excellency Mr. Kevin lost his life, his sheeples are still shocked. His sheeples are still buying into this foolishness that, listen, the body is missing from Robert's Funeral home in Linstead. So therefore, like the man of the Bible, he was taken out and then he rise again. However, people, I have video evidence and pictures to prove that this man is basically in the total section. This man is in the afterlife. This man is on his way home, wherever that is. It could be your type of heaven, or more than likely in the bottom, the garrison of hell, in the abyss of hell. So people, these are the pictures, or this is the picture, this is the video right here. Believe what you want to believe after that.
His Excellency, the time is now. What time is it, Anne-Marie? 4:39 recording, and His Excellency is right here in Robert's room. Fridge is not missing, not as yet. We'll wait until Wednesday and see. His Excellency is right here, right here.
Now people, since that man lost his life, a lot of questions have been raised. Have been raised to the relevant authority, meaning that how is it that this man with such a history, a long criminal record, was able to travel to different places, commit all sorts of crimes as it pertains to touching up people of the same sex, meaning men, meaning little boys. And one documented case was in Canada, in which he lived for a couple of years, in which he was charged, he was convicted, he did some time, I think 6 months or more. He also got a couple of years probation, and then he was deported back to Jamaica. So people, take a listen, take a look to what our DPP in Jamaica has to say as it pertains to that case.
The police have indicated to me that they have confirmed that Mr. Kevin Smith, or Pastor Kevin Smith, had been convicted on the 5th of November 2007 of one count of assault of a male victim, and that he served 6 months in prison, and there was also a 2 years discretionary probationary period, as well as probation orders made for some 10 years.
What was the nature of the case against Mr. Smith?
Well, what I would ask you to do is speak to the police on that matter. I think perhaps because Mr. Smith is now deceased, I would prefer to just leave it at one count of assault in respect of a male victim, a 21-year-old male victim, and perhaps you could speak to the police at the highest level for them to fill in on the details if they believe it's appropriate so to do.
Now people, remember, this is our DPP, the senior prosecutor in Jamaica. This is the best response that she has after all of this thing that this man has been doing. So I asked the question, where was all the investigation? Where was what type of due diligence was done as it pertains to a man getting deported, coming back to Jamaica, going through the process of being fingerprinted, being investigated to see if he was wanted in Jamaica. So therefore, I am sure that Canada sent those files as it pertains to this man being the type of person where I touch up little pitney, touch up man, touch up anybody. It did not matter. He should have been on some sort of registry We are speaking about as it pertains to SEX offenders. However, does something like this really exist in Jamaica, even though it makes absolute sense? However, people, we say what makes sense makes no sense. There is nothing known as common sense in Jamaica, and that applies to the relevant authority, meaning the justice system. So people, me just say, this man came to Jamaica, this man was able to register a church, which is a charity organization, meaning that he does not pay any sorts of tax. He lives tax-free. He is making more money than most persons in Jamaica. 99% of people living in Jamaica, tax-free. He is making money the illicit way because it is called deception. He was telling a whole bunch of lies, making a whole bunch of promises that he knew that he had no intention or the power to fulfill, because the truth and the fact is that this man was not ordained by Christ, by God, by whoever. He was just a thief, a crook, a scammer. What was even more is that on that fateful day in which the Popo came by the building, that we know as the ark that was supposed to sail or fly out or sink or whatever, we saw that he also had a tool. Now people, I would come to the logical conclusion that if he went through the process, got the church, register everything, he would also get some sort of legal firepiece through the firearm licensing authority in Jamaica. So therefore, a deportee, a man that was charged, convicted of some serious crime, was in Jamaica with a pie, and then he used that pie when the Popo come and stormed the building. Now people, we saw that he was supposed to be charged on that day, that fateful day in which he met his demise. He was supposed to be charged with illegal possession, conspiracy to take away before and after, shooting with intent, amongst other charges, maybe scam or sham or fraud, whatever them call it. So people, me just say, more than likely that firepiece was legal before the people, meaning the Popo, stormed the building. However, even if you use a legal firepiece in an illegal way, it makes it illegal possession of a firepiece. So people, he was able to register a church, pay no taxes, had a firepiece. However, we see that whenever anybody else gets in any sorts of trouble and they are deportee, their whole record is shown. However, this DPP, Paula Llewellyn, she was hesitant to say, she was hesitant as if she was taken for this man because she is showing all sorts of respect. So people, it only shows you the double standard. It only shows you the hypocrisy in which our leaders, relevant authorities that are supposed to keep us safe and secure, it only shows you the type of mindset that they have, and that there is definitely a double standard in the way that they do their stuff. And people, this video was again evidence that that is how Jamaica is: corrupt, full of shit, any and everybody. The people that we hold in high esteem, they are the lowest of the lowest, point blank and period. Now people, the next thing that I heard is that this man, his premises, it was vandalized the other day. And people, the same sort of man in which this community thought was some sort of Christ-like figure, Christ-like character. He was all over town in all sorts of limousine in his birthday, and people were taking pictures as if he was the modern day Michael Jackson, Jim Jones, whichever way you want to put it. Now people, since his fall, since he met his demise, everything changed. So it only shows you the chameleon. So people may just say, it only shows you that the same people may say yeah, them say nay. So therefore, once the man get him fall, them go at the building. They were taking away the water tank from on top of the ark. They were taking out all of the fridge, all of the dryer, all of the washing machine, any and everything, all of the pipe, all of the cistern, whatever you call it, them a thief out everything. The place was flooded. Them a thief out all of the flour, all of the sugar. So people, I am saying that They were taking any and everything that they could put their hands on of any sorts of value. So therefore, people, whenever you drop, whenever you fall, if you are good or if you are evil, it is the same way people deal with you. So therefore, make this be a perfect example to other persons out there. The same people may love you are the same people them will hate you. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, I'm not going to take too long on a video. However, I think I have made my points that Jamaica, it needs to step up. Jamaica, it needs to regulate everything, including these churches. Because, people, the truth and the fact is that most of these churches, most of these pastors, most of these persons that claim that they are man of God or man of the cloth, they are a set of wolves in a sheep clothing. They are a set of crooks. They are a set of scammers. They are a set of everything bad. And unless you make sure so you can watch them closely, this is going to happen over and over again. As a matter of fact, it is happening right now in 90% of the churches or place what them call religious establishment. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.